We're shaking, folks. Back with another reaction, back with some more Police, and we're back with more from Ghost in the Machine, 1981, as well as a very sleepy and leg-stretching Luca. Once again, massive shout out to Lori, not only for sending me music and being very patient as I go through things, but she and I talk on Facebook, and she's very friendly, and she was joking that sometimes it feels like I need someone kind of looking out for me, and she's like, I would feel... or I'd be happy to be your protective older sister, and I was saying I very much need people like that in my life. So big shout out to you, Lori. You are massively appreciated. And the next tune in the album Ghost in the Machine is, do I have this right? Rehumanize. I was going to say, is it Dehumanize Yourself, which obviously has a much more negative meaning to it. But yeah, Rehumanize Yourself. I really enjoy that phrase, the idea of imbuing some sense of humanity or personal character into things that could otherwise be more mechanical, deterministic, or otherwise inhuman, or indeed dehumanized. So I like the idea of rehumanizing yourself, and whether that means getting in touch with emotions that perhaps you've tried to drown out or to ignore, or whether it means, engaging with other people because humans are inherently a social species, or whether that just means, trying to find your humanity in whatever context that might mean for you specifically. I just enjoy the quality of the phrase, even though in the moment I was suddenly second-guessing if I had read it incorrectly. So yeah, let's see what Sting and Co. have to say about it. This is Rehumanize Yourself by the Police on their 1981 album, Ghost in the Machine. I couldn't tell if that was brass or like a car sound or something. It goes out of line with a big blue song. All his friends know right from wrong. Think about it, that cause they don't belong. You got to humanize yourself. A policeman put on his uniform. Like to have a gun just to keep him warm. Because violence here is a social norm. You got to humanize yourself. Rehumanize yourself. Rehumanize yourself. Rehumanize yourself. Rehumanize yourself. It's really crazy brass though, like. I work all day at the factory, building a machine that's not for me. There must be a reason that I can't see. You got to humanize yourself. Billy's joined the National Front. He always was our little rat. He's got his hand in the air with the other cunts. You got to humanize yourself. Holy shit. Rehumanize yourself.
I didn't see that fascist turn coming.
Rehumanize yourself.
But it's another articulation of the phrase where it's like, hold on, bro. Remember your humanity before you go farther in that direction. It's almost like cacophonous.
I work all day at the factory, building a machine that's not for me. There must be a reason that I can't see. You got to humanize yourself. Policeman put on his uniform. He'd like to have a gun just to keep him warm. Because violence here is a social norm. You got to humanize yourself.
That's the one that I can't fully crack. Is it a uniform,
Rehumanize yourself.
a gun, keep it warm?
Rehumanize yourself. Rehumanize yourself.
Sounds like he's talking about a soldier.
Rehumanize yourself. Rehumanize yourself. Rehumanize yourself. Rehumanize yourself. Rehumanize yourself. Rehumanize yourself. Rehumanize yourself.
You know, I do
do remember people saying, and I think a couple folks have made reference to this, that at some point other members of the police started to feel like they were just, working as musicians for Sting's pop songs. This doesn't feel like that. This feels quirky. This feels, very in the police's own sonic territory. But I would say, I'm not sure about that one articulation. So the idea that you're working in a factory, and these machines, and everything is very metallic and not reflective of, let's say, more traditional, human life ways, agriculture, or, just foraging. Basically, being in a factory around that type of metallic, mechanical existence all the time. That's not for him. He needs to rehumanize himself. And then the other one where this apparently, some person he knows, some little kid, and perhaps an impressionable, and heard some people speak and say some fascist things, and then next thing you know, he's raising his hand like the other C words, the little runt. And it's like, holy smokes, you need to rehumanize yourself. You gotta, walk away from that dehumanizing ideology. And then the other one, I think he was maybe talking about a soldier and something about a gun, and it's always warm, which would mean you're shooting it. So that one I'm not quite sure I'm reading correctly. But in a general level, the idea is that you're all about that, and there's no other aspect to your life, then you need to rehumanize yourself, because your life consists of nothing more than fighting or taking other lives and so on. So not even in necessarily a political way, but that if that's all you have, then you need to rehumanize yourself, because that's not a full human existence. Although again, that one is more speculative. It felt like the other two, I got a sense of more where they were going. But a surprising tune lyrically. Certainly the section about the little runt. I didn't see that one coming. But yeah, like I said, that didn't feel like it's a very catchy kind of pop tune and so on. That felt like a eccentric little ditty. It was fast, it had energy, it had surprising lyrics. So a very cool tune, and one that seems to fit very much into the police sounds, plural, that I've come to know. So once again, big shout out to Lori. You are massively appreciated on multiple levels, and also thanks to the other police fans who've commented over the course of the deep dive. So again, I will try to be a bit more regular. It's just going through so many deep dives these days. It's hard to keep up with everything, even on a scale of every 2 weeks. But whether it's 2 weeks or slightly longer, we will continue with the police journey. And as I mentioned to a number of people, I'm not going anywhere. My plan is to continue doing this for the foreseeable future. I'm not burning out. I'm not feeling, like it's too much work or whatever. It's what I would do anyway. I listen to music and talk about TV shows and movies, and it's literally I do these things now, but with a bunch of company and people providing insight and so on. So to me, it's all fantastic. So if you're here for the long haul, I'm here for the long haul. So big shout out to all of you. Big shout out to Luca, who vacillates between tranquil and placid and rambunctious and mischievous. Who I suppose, she doesn't need to rehumanize herself, but she is uniquely Luca in that regard. In any case, I don't know what I'm talking about, so I'll see you next time. Peace.